And we finish. The guiding light before Shade Impulse.
The world is shrouded in darkness. It seems that Chaos's shadows would engulf all. But light is not gone. The crystals shining even in the depths of despair. It is said that hope can be restored if the 10 surviving warriors can take hold of them. Now, the journey begins for the Warrior of Light.
Are you truly trustworthy, Garland? You or I? I am you? Warrior of Light is extremely balanced in his skills. He uses a wide variety of bravery attacks to cover for his lack of HP attacks. Yes, this will become apparent. I have some new equipment I could use instead. Just put the hard edge on. That's fine. Yeah, can't really put much else on for the minute.
Give me strength. Give me
Red Fang. Yes, Warrior of Light's main gimmick is the fact that he has a lot of... he's mostly a guard and counter character, but he has a few more of the... I will remember in a second. He has a few more of the chain attacks from Bravery to HP. That's what Rune Edge was in the tutorial.
Give me strength. Shine. Shine.
Also, Shield of Light is not my preferred HP attack, that's for certain.
The light is
Just
always
have
with
to
you.
use it for the minute. There's a power ring. Accessories does he have on? Just the power ring. Here's another one, and another one. Here, have 3.
We'll fight with all our strength. Shine.
I'm not going to get this Destiny point, I knew that from the start. Thankfully, straight arrow is slow as shit.
The light is always with me.
I remember who has Radiant Wave. I think it's Warrior of Light.
Give me strength.
Ah, god damn it. It's always Kefka. No, I wasn't going to get that. It's too close.
Shine! Shine!
Oh well, I'll take the extra experience.
This victory will be remembered.
Sword thrust. Hull shot, hull shield, charge. Instantly close in an opponent.
I implore you, obtain the light that even in a broken world could never fade. The light of the crystals.
Cosmos, we have heard your wish, and we shall fulfill it. With crystals in our hands, we shall bring hope to the world.
And where do you think you're going?
Garland!
Do you dare run from a battle?
I do not intend to run from anything.
Then let us start. Destiny is at hand. We might as well enjoy it.
Yep, Garland immediately, following exactly the same path.
Can you overcome fate?
Also, thankfully, PPSSPP has fixed some of the problems that I was having earlier, last time I was playing some of this. So now, clipping issues is not a thing.
Get ready! Give me strength! Give me strength!
That was risky. Okay, let's let him get his bravery back, and then we'll break him again.
Shine brighter! Shine! I'll give my all to this sword! Prepare! You're finished.
That works.
The light is always with me.
You truly think that you can save this world?
That is precisely our mission. Our hopes have not been crushed yet.
What a fool. What you hope for is nothing but an illusion. Pursue it and it will run. You may draw near, but never obtain it.
What?
Eventually you will see the truth behind this conflict. And the world will betray you.
No matter what becomes of the world, the light will always be with us.
First shard broken. Oh, right. The rose that was taken. And then, for some reason, Warrior of Light just turns up in dialogue boxes and not a cutscene. Warrior of Light is, I think, chronologically is one of the last stories to take place. Also note, yet again, we have another Shard of Chaos, actual character to fight at the end of this. The powder, this has got to be... Yep. Oh, good. Actually, bad. You're gonna start trying to hit me. But I have shield and sword.
Get ready.
Okay. I dodged and then still got hurt.
The light is always with me.
Wasn't getting that destiny point. Not at all. Okay. They are too high a level for me at the moment. Okay, he has no equipment whatsoever. Interesting.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get
Oh god, I didn't want to get in that close. No. Not now.
With his sword, prepare. You're finished.
I'll happily waste the X gauge. Doesn't stop Kuja messing around with me. Just have to fill up another one.
Always with me.
Warrior of Light does not exactly go easy on you in terms of the level progression. You have to kind of just fight your way through.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Close. No, no, its ground is Red Fang.
Give me Get ready.
Enough yet.
Get ready.
I like how lazy the FF2 magic is here.
Shine.
It's like, nah, I can't be bothered to turn up for work today.
This victory will be remembered.
Can I do jacked without taking damage? Probably not.
I must endure this trial. Get ready. Get ready.
Oh, he's got that. EX gives him Brave Recovery.
Get ready. Shine brighter. Shine.
I'll give my all to this sword. Prepare.
Also, one thing to note, Warrior of Light always finishes on a left with his EX special. Always did.
The light shall never fade.
Critical hit within 10 seconds. Against Onion Knight.
All I must do is fight.
Because he has Ruby Light. Ow! What? Oh god, Faraga. Faraga is an odd HP attack. He's gonna try and use it at range against me.
Shine. Shine.
And I managed to catch him just at the end of his animations.
Brute force does not equal strength.
It doesn't. First I've heard of it. Equipment. I think I can start putting up something. No, I cannot put anything up new. It's level 8, isn't it? Yep. Sell 10% extra. What now? We've got the Zweihander. I have one of those anyway. See a new thing there. We have Mithril Bangle. And Gauntlets. Nothing new. Miracle shoes. Miracle shoes. Muscle belt. Crimson powder. That's just natural ability. Whoops. Bronze armor.
Furion!
You fought well. Leave the rest to me.
I cannot.
You must go and look after our comrades. To keep their paths to the crystals open.
A fresh one. You won't get your crystal fighting against me.
I thought not.
Then, why do you stand in my way?
You have injured one of my comrades.
And you want revenge, I take it. So on a whim, you would risk your life?
Let us begin and see this put to rest.
This might be entertaining.
Furion's mouth moved. Nothing came out. Never mind. Sephiroth is level 10.
I'll rob you of your life forever.
Yep. All the characters that you have to fight against in Warrior of Light's Path are higher level than you. Always, unless you grind. Which I've tried to avoid doing, but I might have to in the end. Where am I going? There we go.
Give me strength.
Enjoy Red Fang.
Get ready.
Every time with Sephiroth.
Get ready.
Sephiroth I think I'm going to have to just keep guarding against. I really do not like his attacks.
Ready?
Gonna start talking about ham and cheese in a minute. No, that was not the thing I wanted to do. Here comes his order! Ham and cheese! Ham and cheese!
This is it.
Ready?
This is it.
I'll fall into the shadow.
Thankfully, Sephiroth's HP attack is probably the most predictable in those in Wall Rush.
The light shall never fade.
Not bad at all. But I now realize there is only one who could defeat me.
What in the world are you...
I have one question for you. For what reason do you take up that blade?
To obtain the crystal and put an end to the conflict.
So you fight to end the fighting. You have a long road ahead. Do you really expect to end the conflict after all your battles?
However long the road, each battle brings me closer.
I think not. You don't wish an end to the fighting. You find pleasure in it. Just as I do.
The Wild Rose. That must be what Furion came for.
You and I are the same. Entities befitting this closed world.
Closed world?
The time has come. I must face him and fulfill my obligation.
He got away. What does the enemy know about this world? No use worrying. For now, I must continue my quest for the crystal.
I must continue being the most white bread protagonist because I have no personality. Also, Sephiroth left to the same arena. That's how silly this is. So once again, we have another big enemy. Ultimecia is here.
Light, give me strength.
Let's go, tree.
Get ready. Get ready. Give me strength. Give me strength.
There goes my red fang, just off into the sunset.
Give me strength. Give me strength. Shine.
victory will be remembered.
And thankfully I don't have any more, like... Well, I have, like, maybe 4 more of these to do. Flames of courage shall be yours. I believe this is Ifrit. Yep. And this is Emperor Matthias. I'm not going to be able to do this. Oh no, it's Golbez. Oh no, he's Despot, not Warlock. Ow! See, I knew that was going to happen. With someone. God, this is a lot of bravery.
Get ready.
It's my turn. Oh, that's why. He's absorbing it again. Ah, come on. Oh, what? Okay, I am going to be slightly miffed. That was a lot of damage.
The light has saved me.
But I've got no health for Artemisia. And there's another enemy.
I shall not run from my fate.
Get ready.
Oh, fuck you. That was literally on the second. Never mind.
The light has saved me.
Otherwise, where I forget the map piece, so... I can upgrade... Greatsword... Iron Shield... Nothing in between there. Odd. One's armor is... Or just heavy armor. Did not have it to begin with. Just in between... helms... It is Iron Helm. And that, I think... Yep, Mithril Helm. So much Mithril.
Do you think I don't notice your presence? Why not just show yourself?
Impressive.
Artemisia.
Where are you headed? Might you still be in search of your precious crystal?
The crystals are indeed our goal. I do not intend to stop until I find mine.
Why don't you just give up? The crystals are nothing more than the fabrication of a fallen goddess. To so willingly risk your life over such things is beyond ridiculous.
Are you finished talking?
What?
If you have no business with me, you should leave now. The world's time runs short. There is not a moment to waste with the likes of you.
You are bold for one so young. Then have it your way. It is time for you to face the harshness of reality.
Get out of my way! That's literally all he is. Like, are you done? Get out of my way. Come on, shoot.
Is a momentary gleam all you need?
Literally kill me in one hit.
Shine bright. Shine.
Oh no.
With his sword. Repair.
Oops, wrong way. Might cost me.
There.
Get ready.
Flash. There is no running from this pain. Let away.
That was a critical. How am I still surviving? That's the question I'm asking myself now.
The light has saved me.
Do you think your victory means the end? Huh. Nothing you do will ever matter. Your strength is not enough to save the world, no matter how hard you try.
Your deceptions fail you. I have comrades who are in search of their own crystals.
I think you're rather unaware.
What?
Those comrades that you speak of are suffering. Some do not yet know why they fight, while others stand alone, having lost faith in their comrades. When this conflict comes to an end, all you will gain is utter despair. You will not find hope. You will not find a future.
It is true. I have not yet found a way to the crystal, nor do I know what the future holds. But the future is yet to come.
Could endure Final Fantasy VIII a lot more if we had that voice. What have we got left? Legendary champion. Oh god, Sephiroth. Of course, we're gonna go back to the world of ham and cheese.
Get ready.
All of these have this. Is it just the American version? Because I swear some of these did not have this. I'm using an American ROM for this.
Get ready. Give me strength.
What is he doing? Oh, thanks. Game, just spawn it right in front of him, why don't you? Ow! I literally have no health left. Fuck off.
Get ready.
Right, so now I can go on the offensive.
Shine. Shine.
Animal way. We've got the destiny point. If he had not literally spawned on top of the damn thing.
The light has saved me.
All these enemies have had that, like, bravery point upon recovery. It's weird. Oh, I am so lost points on this one. massively.
Won't surrender. Get ready.
Good. Oh, yeah. At least I got one back.
Shine brighter. Shine. I give my all to this sword. Prepare. You're finished. I mustn't let my guard down.
He just got to level 10, the level that they were. Oy. Yeah, sorry, I gained a DP, and now it's gone. Ouch. 69 points. Nice, but not in the way I want. This was a fully voice-acted scene, yet now it's done in text. Golbez understands more than everyone else. Odd.
What is this? Could it be chaos? Or another?
Wait.
Cosmos!
Beyond this point, incredible danger awaits. The evils that lurk are great and many.
It is better if the foes are in one place. I may be able to find clues to the crystal.
There is a difference between bravery and recklessness.
As there is a difference between cautious and cowardly. Even in the direst circumstances, there will always be a way. You were the one who taught me that. When all hope seemed lost for this world, you showed me the way. That as long as we do not give up, there is always something we can do. That there is hope yet for those of us who are left. I have made a vow to obtain the crystal and save the world. That vow gives me strength.
I understand your determination. Then, I shall also make a vow to believe in all of you until the end.
Cosmos. That which we have all sworn to shall always be my guiding light.
Let's look at all these wonderful enemies. Only two of them are actually of a significantly smart level. See, I've got another ability. It was Rising Buckler, which I imagine is this. Yes. So let's... Fuck. Okay. Yes, I forget some pieces will literally tag you as soon as you go through.
Get ready. Ha! Get ready. Ha!
I was not going to win in 10 seconds. Not at this level.
Get ready.
Why do you all have this fucking ability? Come on. Like, I'm pretty certain they did not have this in the European version.
Get ready.
It seems so oddly specific on top of that.
Shine. 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 The light is always with me.
Can I sneak past this piece? Yes, I can.
We'll fight with all our
This
strength.
is jacked. It is jacked. And immediately I failed it, because of course. And this fucking nonsense again. Why does every individual piece have that? It's the same AI and I hate it.
Shine brighter.
And what I could do here is stall. See if I can get all the regeneration to take my HP back.
You're mine. Get ready. Ha!
Oh, every time! Come on! I'm trying to regain my health. I am going to punish the fuck out of you. Oh, come on! Why am I having so much trouble with Jacked? Why do they have this fucking ability? Fuck off! I should have actually checked what this fucking accessory is, because it's not one I'm aware of.
Get ready. Give me strength. Give me strength. Give me strength. Shine.
Regenerate a little.
Shine!
I'll give my all with his sword. Prepare.
There we go.
You're finished.
It'll still award it to me, I just didn't particularly like the idea that I have done that. I lost a DP to gain a DP is bad. Right.
I can take you on if you wish.
I'd find Kuja, wouldn't I?
Give me strength!
Oh, and I fluffed it already. Because it's Kuja. Of course it would happen. This AI is kind of erratic. What? Oh, fuck off. Ah! I'm going to absolutely punch the shit out of you.
You shine brighter! Give me strength! Give me strength!
Thank you.
Get ready! Give me strength! Give me strength! Give me strength! Give me strength!
Well, we're just going to keep it like this. Status quo after all.
Shine brighter! Give me strength!
300. Piss off.
Give me strength! Give me strength! Give me strength! Give me strength!
Okay, I just need one more and then I'm back to full health.
Give me strength!
Well, that I might keep it for the next spot, the next fight.
Give me strength! Give
So I need a critical hit immediately.
Give me strength!
Okay, my turn.
ready.
I can take you on if you wish. You shine bright. Shine! I'll give my all. With his sword, prepare.
Well, I did critical hit. What the fuck, game? Come on. Oh, sorry, it wasn't a bravery one. Piss off.
This is the way it must be.
What level are you? 19. No, I've had enough of trying to do that.
That was quite the performance. But I believe you owe us now. It's thanks to your antics that we lost that Bart's character.
Bart? What was he doing here? But wait. It is very much like him to escape in the midst of this mayhem.
He is a lucky one indeed. But surely you must be aware by now. Victory is unobtainable for you in this battle. But your prowess with the light should not go to waste. What would you say to using your powers for me? Your loyalty will not go unrewarded. Your search is over. This crystal shall be yours to keep.
I see. So that was your plan.
Oh. So you would take your only hope and crush it? The crystals? Were they not what you were after?
I have vowed to put an end to this conflict with my own hands. It is for that reason that I must find the crystal by myself. It is not charity I should receive from the enemy. That was nothing but an imitation.
And I suppose your determination is true.
Yep, another boss fight. This time against Emperor Mateus. Level 15.
If anyone is fit to shine, it is I. Run amok.
Shine!
He hit himself. Sometimes you can do that. It's very difficult though.
Shine! Get ready!
I'm just bullying Mateus at this point. Ow! And he does that.
Get ready! Give me strength!
Come on.
Shine!
Ow! Okay, that one went through. Reaper. HP attacks cuts free foe's bravery.
Shine!
Out of my way, Mateus. Do a flare.
Shine!
So I can kill you with this.
The light is always with me.
Yes, it is Warrior of Light that has Radiant Wave. I wonder which one of the two it was.
Your resolve to end the conflict is most impressive. But will you still be as determined after you know the truth?
Where could he have gone?
Looks like it's my turn now.
You! Garland!
Why are you so surprised? As long as you live, I will keep coming back to life. That is the destiny this world has chosen for us.
What does that mean?
If the truth behind the conflict is what you seek, come find me.
Wait!
The truth behind the conflict.
Truth behind the conflict. Oh no, it's Final Fantasy 1 again, except with an angry dragon that's having a bit of a hissy fit. Oh, I can't believe I lost the bots.
We know how this will end. Get ready!
I'm just breaking this place. I have powers. I can break this shit.
Get ready! Shine! I am always ready. Light, give me strength. Get ready!
Ow. Okay. Oh, he got this again. I really need to look at his thing just to figure out what this ability is.
Get ready! Shine brighter! Shine! 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 I give my all to this sword! Prepare! You're finished. The light is always with me.
He's winning without taking damage. EX burst within 10 seconds. Well, at least I'll be able to fill up on EX stuff again.
We know how this will end.
Especially against this one.
Get ready! Give me strength! Ready. Get ready!
Thousand needles. Well, the stage is eating well. That's for certain. Now I have everything back.
Shine!
I'll fall into the shadow.
This is the way it must be.
That's an odd one. Either I have to pick up a chest to go and open the entranceway. It's weird. Ow! Again with this shit. I expect better from you, okay? Buddy, come on. You can do better than this. You have better power than this. You have actual attacks that are guards.
This is the way it must be. I can take you on if you wish.
Oh, it's fucking Ultimecia. I thought for a second it was Cloud of Darkness. It's Wraith, isn't it?
Get ready. Get ready. Shine. Shine. I am always ready.
Let's go back. I think I can actually equip the next set now. Yes, Zweihander, Light Shield, Bar Boot. Wow, I have nothing beyond chainmail except except iron armor.
So you've come.
To learn the truth and put an end to the conflict.
Your foolish efforts amount to naught. We are trapped in eternal conflict. A cycle of battle without end.
Battle without end?
Indeed. As the conflict between the gods carries on for all eternity, so our battles will also be repeated forever and ever. That is the truth of this world. We cannot escape this fate. Far better for you to rid yourself of any hope. It is time for you to accept the cycle and embrace combat's grim pleasure.
Garland, I pity you.
Pardon?
You are bound by the chains of destiny and steeped in despair. And for that, I pity you. Indeed, we have repeated our battles time and time again. You could say that we have been caught in the cycle of battle. But now that I know the truth, I can overcome it. All that is left to do now is to fight to end the cycle.
You can defeat me here. But that would only be another step in the cycle.
Whatever destiny the world may hold for me, I will never give up. This battle shall come to an end, and I shall save you too.
You save me. I have heard enough nonsense.
I pity you, Garland.
Come light!
This is the cycle of battle! We will never come to accept one another. We shall always be in conflict!
Destiny ends here!
End it, if you can!
He did the Final Fantasy Origins pose! No words between each other. Weird. Yeah, Warrior of Light's EX burst is kind of weird. It gives you additional attacks on top of his normal ones.
You're finished.
That's a big bonus, holy shit.
This is the way it must be.
7 levels!
This light. The crystal.
So you have obtained it. The crystal holds the power to sever the shackles of time.
Then it has the power to bring this conflict to a close.
And even put an end to the gods' existence.
What did you say?
What would happen to the gods if all the crystals were gathered? What would happen to the world if its cycle of conflicts was suddenly broken? Not even the gods could foresee the bedlam that awaits. We shall meet again in the near future.
The cycle is not yet over. I will have to face Garland again. Unless we win the real conflict. But...
Looks like you finally got it.
is everyone all right?
Of course. It was a piece of cake.
So now we all have our crystals. We should get going.
Yes, let us hurry. Cosmos is waiting. No matter how many times darkness threatens to swallow the world, the light will always be with us.
But yes, chronologically, Warrior of Light receives his the last.
They are the last hope left to the world. Having overcome the limits of fate, the 10 warriors finally reunite. Crystals in hand, and hope in their hearts. With Cosmos' wish realized, the battle is about to enter a new phase.
It's a good showing considering how miserable some of those were.
Battle-scarred warriors.
There is no future for the bystander. As there is naught he can defend.
Of course! The future is for one to take by brute force.
It is all an endless dream, yet still. The fantasy must come to an end.
Yes, and that reveals the 2 hidden characters from one of the previous cycles. Shantoto and Gabranth. Gabranth is probably one of my favourite characters to play as a troll. Boosts because I've now got to the end. Here. Treasure Hunter and Grind Lover. Okay, characters, let's bring them out here. Garland.
I'll twist you into a knot.
Nemesis destroys foes with heavy attacks from a multi-form weapon. That is the last of the normal characters. I do not get the other 2 until later, which is unfortunate. Museum. Let's go into the Sun Compendium again. There's Ifrit. There's Carbuncle. Magic Pot. don't know which one this is based on. I think it's Sevens, but... Files, we have many files, except Jack's. For some reason, I don't know why I've read his, specifically. But here we go. All 10 jewels collected. Chapter 1. Truth Lost. And you can only pick the Warriors of Light. So, let's actually do this as Warrior of Light. I think last time I did this as Cloud.
Each of the 10 warriors, the world's last hope, have followed their own paths to obtain the crystals. But the goddess of harmony, Cosmos, perished as they watched, leaving the world in the hands of Chaos, god of discord. And, as last spoken by the deity who summoned them, the warriors were now about to experience true darkness.
Someone close the curtains. Ah.
What? What the? Tidus! Tidus!
The conflict of the gods has ended. Now you pawns must fade to darkness.
You're getting what you deserve. After all, Cosmos died because of what you did! What did you say? It's better that you disappear than to know the brutal truth. Trust me.
Fear not. I will wait until you are gone. Before I return the world to the void.
There is not even a speck of light. I am in absolute darkness.
Did I really disappear? If all of us are gone, then that world...
Is this it? Is this the way it all ends?
No. I don't want it to end. I learned through all the battles that we can't just give up. Even in the deepest despair.
Could this be Cosmos is doing? What they must know is true darkness.
But they said that we were the ones who killed Cosmos. I think we should find out the truth.
Why Cosmos had to disappear. If we have to disappear as well, we've got to get some answers. We're not gonna let them have their way.
Cloud is just holding his balls in his hand. Oh, things are not as they seem. We've got quite a few powerful pieces to get through. I note all these levels are quite plain, and then there's this. Level 26. I have very few destiny points. Omega stages have worse. So in the Omega stages, you have additional problems. For the example they're given, you get sapped in the Chaos Shrine.
I can take you on if you wish. Get ready.
And this story mode is full of them. Now, this is where Bravery Break kind of becomes a problem in this stage, because you get basically drained while they're in break mode. The more bravery points you have, the more the effect of the drain is. So it's a neat idea to mix up the stages, but it can be a headache.
We know how this will end. Get ready.
Oh, I accidentally forced it into that. That's not good. I'm just going to stay away from her, because then it means her bravery leech is bigger, but then she's going to keep doing that. She's only on 1 HP, so I should be able to hit quite hard. I really need the other HP attacks. Ah, you motherfucker, really? Why can I now not hit you? How? How did she hit me with that damn flood? It's so easy for the Chaos areas to just go against you. Pandemonium Omega is being on red bricks makes you hurt. And I'm standing on one to start with, that's not good.
You're finished.
Meow for $1. Meow, I'm exploding. There we go.
This is the way it must be.
Aye, okay. See, what's this? Oh right, this level changes scenes. When it gets darker. That is the name of my main of the show that I've been running for about 4 years now. Oh crap! There's also a Daft Punk album, as I found out later. later on. I've been running Random Access Memory since 2020. Taught a lot of people about a lot of games, so it's also meant to be, do I remember games as fondly as I did when I grew up? And this is one that I did play a lot of time on. Hello, Comic. How's it going? Valor Incense. Alright, let's fight him.
All I must do is fight. Get ready. Get ready.
Oh, 26. Ah, fuck! Ow. Oh, come on. Out of my way. Okay, I need to get out of the way of this guy. HP attacks, nothing more. Just try not to get greedy. I think the spike's also... Ah! I thought I was out of the way. Spikes are now disengaged. Oh no, Garland. We're not doing this. I'm gonna dance. Let's see. Ah, I can't see. Camera angle in pandemonium. Not great.
You're finished.
Now I'm going to be very, very vulnerable for 5 seconds. And he can break me. Ow. Pressure on. Oh god, he is now very, very powerful. Oh, I need to deal with him now. Should not be looking at chat when I'm this in trouble. Oh wait. Ah! Also, I did not realise I had Radiant Waves so cut already. Well, I didn't. This is a one-hit kill situation. First, does it. Okay, hi. Lots of fondness for Xenosaga yesterday. I am surprised.
This victory will be remembered.
I got Rune Saber midair. Finally. That is an ability I want. Yeah, Shade Impulse does not hold back. Okay, got Chocobo Wing. Let's see, it is this one. Rune Saber. Which will help very, very muchly. We have White and Blue Fang. Basic ability. Hello? Oh, Tiki. Hey TK, how's it going? Speed boost. Put that on. What's your level? 27. I am not gonna mess with this with that one. Shade Impulse requires me to do it a lot. Considering how very few Destiny points there are. And it's also the shortest. It has 5 stages in each chapter, but there's only 4. Shinryu is stirring. That's fine. I love the fact that X-Death and Cloud of Darkness both want to return to the Void. Which Void? There are now 3 Voids, according to one in Final Fantasy 3, 1 in Final Fantasy 5, and 1 in Final Fantasy Dissidia. Makes the most sense. Who's sat there in the middle? Kefka. Only level 18. Odd. But to get to him, we have all this shit, and it does not have a randomizer as far as I'm aware.
I can take you on.
PSP emulation is already difficult enough as it is, but there may also be, like, the implementation would be a bit strange. I try and have closed captions. A lot of the time, they fuck up. So which is why we had, at one point, I consider them. I consider my subtitles a form of unintentional comedy. It happens.
I can take you on.
Oh, Tidus is wearing a hat.
Get ready.
Ow! Okay. I can just hit him with this. Chaining bravery to HP attacks is what saves my ass most of the times.
This is the way it must
When I don't have it, I get very sad. Oh no, that summon is an extra space. I think. Unless I have to defeat this one. Hmm.
We know how this will end.
Tree.
Get ready. You're mine.
Okay, this was a waste of time, but for trying to get that destiny point, but whatever. Slurk. Oh, there we go. That's the whole thing changing to the world of darkness.
You're mine.
It's a handful of things it might change to. So I'm gonna have to use the loo in a minute.
I am always ready.
Burb. What was the places here? Ah, not worth it. Alright, let's go beat Kefka up. Kefka is... I hate to say it, because I'm not a big fan of Final Fantasy VI. The best part of Dissidia. Like, let me, I think I still have it saved somewhere. No, I have a weird relationship with Final Fantasy VI. I don't like it. Yep, ban me. Do it. Do it! No, I don't have that in my set. My set's a little different. That's a Jenny thing only. Do I have... Where is it? I know it's here. Here it is. Yeah, you know, I have pictures like this. Is it going to turn up? No. Okay, I need to just minimize this. Or something. Yeah. Let me see if I can just shunt this over here, and then I need to start messing around. I can get display capture for the other one. This one, yep. And then clip highlight. I have pictures like this. Where is it? It's not there. Okay. Why is this not working? Okay, let me just hide this capture. Oh, it's capturing from something else. Okay. It's wrong monitor. There. That's also wrong. I don't need to display capture. There you go. You can have a picture of that while I go use the loo. You all enjoying that level of smack? There we go. Okay. It's time to ruin my entire setup again just to get everything shunted back to where it was. I did that just for that one joke. Close the smack. This one fits better. Oh no, here's display capture that's doing that. It is. It is a very British thing. Alright. Stage info. Kefka Tower Omega stage. Knock foes into bursts of Magic 16, send them flying. Stage bravery increases when Magic 16 blows. And yes, Kefka is wearing a hairpin. This is one of the weird things I find about Final Dissidia, is that Kefka can wear female clothing. I kid you not.
I hate guys like you the most.
Yeah, I'm playing as Warrior of Light. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Kefka in just a poncho. Oh, Cloud can as well.
You're finished.
Yeah, in FFT I know Cloud exists. I also know in War of the Lions Balthea exists for some reason.
This is the way it must be.
Which I remember the Why try so hard to keep living? In the end, nothing truly matters. Final Fantasy VI reference. Just sat right there. Just put one of his ending messages right sat there. In the end, nothing ever matters. Oh, I got Mythal. Yeah, I know the scene you're thinking of, TK. I'm just gonna go. Yep, yeah, Like, Kefka and Cloud can both wear female clothing items. I don't care.
The long conflict between the gods is finally over.
It's gonna start over again, right? We get purified or whatever, then go play with the kids some more.
Yes, that would usually be the case. But this time, we saw that Cosmos's death would not be transient, but absolute. Her warriors will also completely vanish, as will we, eventually.
What are you talking about?
We return to being the mere vessels that we were. That is how this battle will see its true end.
Wait a minute. That doesn't sound right. You've been trying to off us all from the beginning? Is that why you called us all here? As pawns of chaos to do your dirty work?
You are wrong on one point, Jecht. You are not Chaos's pawn.
What?
My tattoo keeps blinking in and out of existence. Yeah, Sarong, it prevents chafing. I understand. It's, interesting. Now, can I actually get to that sunstone just sat on the bottom there? There it is. Hell, I think my... Oh, here we go. Lunar Subterrane Omega. Try to destroy things in the stage. But the Omega areas are very strange in how they change the battle, but... they are very interesting changes nonetheless. Look how much I'm relying on just simply Rune Saber.
This is the way it must be.
No, the change to Lunar Subterrane is that the more destruction I cause, the more bravery the stage has. Level 32, Ultimecia.
I must endure this trial. Bathe in the light. Bathe in the light.
Did she actually hit me from that far? I don't think so. Oh god!
Bathe in the light.
Ow, ow, ow! Come on! God, she's got enough to destroy me. This is not good. 3,505 damage.
Never fades.
Yep, that's how quickly battles can turn.
All I must do is fight.
It's just meat and potatoes. Just keep constantly smacking her with Rune Saber. Because I'm not high enough level to take her on. And then that happens every single time. But why they have Ultros, I have no idea. God, too close. Yes, Warrior of Light, so Final Fantasy 1 Warrior of Light. So no, stage bravery is rising while I'm in the Dark World for this stage. Oops. Oh, get close enough. No, we're not having Ultimecia's one. So stage bravery is basically... Ow! Fuck! That was close. Is, oh, come on. Stage bravery is how much the stage can hold to allow breaks. Ah! Fuck's sake. I really don't remember Shockwave Pulsar. I'm going to lose a lot of destiny points. So, how it works is that both of us have bravery. Bravery determines how much HP damage you will do with a HP attack. Each stage stores it until you break. Right, run. Okay, I really could use with the EX burst. Ah, every time. What? Why does it keep using Octopus Ink? It doesn't matter. Oh, what? What on earth?
You're finished.
Yes, that's how it works. That's what it does. Oh, I'm in a bad spot. Oh. Okay, that's the one I can't avoid. Run, run, run up. Thank you. Is she gonna be able to hit me from there? Probably. Let's not find out. Use with some new equipment too. I'm still using stuff for level 15.
Shine brighter. I give my all to this sword. Prepare. You're finished.
Okay, there we go. Cloud is actually probably the most player-friendly character in the first game. In the second game, he got nerfed. But my go-to characters tend to be Warrior of Light, Firion, Cloud, Squall, and Onion Knight. Yes, Cloud's Omnislash is absolutely dangerous. Yeah, I know a lot of people that gave up on this, or weren't interested in this, that are very big Final Fantasy fans. Muppets in Space is a good example, but it's not his thing, so we won't press it. But I think for the super boss in the second game, this is a level 130 boss, by the way. I had Warrior of Light, Cloud, Onion Knight. I did have Laguna, then I changed him out to Squall, and Golbez. Golbez in the first game is absolutely broken.
This is the way it must be.
Right, let's get that summon stone. This should be Odin, I think. It is. Because I found Ultimacia. Ultimacia, whatever.
You are wrong on one point, Jecht. You are not Chaos's pawn.
What?
You most likely don't remember, but you were once a pawn of Cosmos. Harmony and disorder are always arbitrary. You just happen to be on our side now. You are a traitor, a body of the dark with a heart of light. So I set out to use you.
Use me?
To make crystals. Special ones suited for bodies of the dark. Light was born when you faced your son. Then I took the light when you fought him. Tremble in fear. Now I have powers the likes of which even gods can only dream.
I get it now. And I finally get what kind of guy you really are.
Where do you think you're going?
Off to fight. A real fight. With someone who's got the heart for it.
Bark while you can. Your time is short. Only I have the power to survive the world's demise. I shall reign in the end.
Yep. He is literally going into the Final Fantasy II story. Ugh, what's this one? Oh crap. I guess that's... He could be. I think he is the battle here. There he is. What level is this? 33. No. Oh right, multiplier. Multiplier happens. That's all I can say on that one. I actually need to do Dawn of Souls at some point. I have never done it, personally. The stage changes. Yes, there is a multiplier for... I don't quite know how it works perfectly without putting it back together. It's something I don't mess around with that often. Okay, I need to hit into a wall. Who have we got? We have Kuja. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 3 yet. I haven't even bothered.
This is the way it must be.
I think for one of the years after I finished doing every version of Final Fantasy IV, I should sit down and do Dawn of Souls. I bought my copy for £5. Absolutely nothing. Fordola is in... Fordola keeps thinking about the fact that Kefka was just in a poncho and now she's gone for crotch plate.
I can take you on if you wish.
Yes, I actually had to point out specifically, Kuja has a female model mouth on him. This is an actual thing.
This is the way it must be.
Yeah, so the models in this game have two distinct mouth shapes. One is male, one is female. And you can see the difference.
I can take you on if you wish.
Oh god, you use Meltdown first. Aldola's waifu team. Kuja. Terra I can't get along with, it's weird. Her entire shtick is that she's a long-range character. Oh, I've got to... I gotta... Look, let's just... I would love to keep, like, just zoom in on this. Look at Jack's face, for anyone that hasn't been here. It's like, yee, I found some cake. It's like, that is the worst picture they project. It's fantastic, though. Oh, is it going to do it's going to do Ramside. There's no holding back. Omega stage for Dream's End has rising bravery for the stage with every attack that connects. I forgot to buy new equipment.
Well, aren't you special?
Oh, my teeth aren't perfect. It's fine. Yeah, they actually went the distance to make sure that everyone kind of is on the same page. Yep, Otherworld's track is in here. And he has a meteor, which he will throw in my face. Ow. Ruby Lights. Don't care, you have 2 health. Also, finishing on an EX burst gives you more experience. Oh, it is the ultimate Jack shot. He just went into space and made a more manly version of it.
This is the way it must be.
Looks like I've got nothing to worry about. Another Rosetta Stone. What else were you again? 34, 33. Okay, let's go to the shop. What's next? I have enough for a my actual accent is coming out there. I was about to say mithril sword. Is there a great sword? No, I have the Zweihander. Heavy shield. Heavy helm. I do not have enough for the last one. Also, Thornlet. Bravery plus 500. Bravery boosts on dodge, minus 3%. Bravery boosts on block, minus 5%. Also, bone mail. What did I get you from here? Mithril spear. Demon's rod. This is... yeah, that's Mateus's. Oh, the mithril axe now exists. Interesting. Excalibur! Flame sword, what do I need for that? 2 protect shards, a repair, and it's 3 spirit stones. I'm gonna ignore that, Fordona. Hate when... I think if you met an actual Cockney person, they would slap you for that. Happen. What am I wearing now? Iron armor. May as well wait and get the heavy armor. You know, they pronounce it Sokar. Yeah, I'm not Cockney, I don't care. Some backwater town. Lotus is also British. Who the hell has that emote? Oh, sub. Okay. Subbing stuff. I was like, that look. Within 10 seconds, gotta hit within 10 seconds. Youth. And we have X-Death just sat at the end there.
I can take you on if you wish.
Here he is, Mr. Overpowered! Though I'm not going to get his destiny point. Not that I care. Also, the camera is spazzing out. Oh no, that's Golbear's. Garland is very distinct.
This is the way it must be.
Oh, recovery attack. That's actually a very, very, very useful ability I just got. You have to wait though.
I can take you on if you wish.
This was critical hit. Ah, the hope was there.
This is the way it must be.
All rush within 10 seconds. Level 35! No, it's 37. And there's Jack just sat there at 36. Warrior of Light's Light's dialogue lines are very strange.
I can take you on if you wish. Get ready.
Aura. Oh, damn it. Have a sword up your ass. It works for me. That's why Warrior of Light has such bad posture. Oops. I was just sat on top of it. He is onion made of night.
I am always ready.
It's a set of armor that's just become. It's just a set of armor that is just become an onion out of sentience. Ivory choker. All right, let's go fight a tree.
So, you are all still alive. The power of the crystals is formidable indeed.
The power of the crystals?
X-Death, tell us what you know. What did you mean when you said that we killed Cosmos?
I suppose I can enlighten you with the truth now. Think of what the crystals are. They are born of the harmonious force possessed by a certain deity.
Harmonious force? You don't mean...
Indeed. The crystals are shards of Cosmos. They themselves are the goddess's power. And it is because you had obtained them that Cosmos lost her strength and perished. The power of the crystals has allowed the pawns to live on without their master. But so feeble is the light that remains, even that shall soon fade to nothing.
If that light goes out, we would...
Return to the womb of the void.
Cosmos? Why?
If you cannot wait, I will send you on the journey myself. All shall return to nothing, as will I, for eternity.
You know, Bison is being surprisingly helpful.
Follow me to Light's End.
Alright, X-Death, let's go. Come on, tree. Be a tree. Om. Om.
Give my all to this sword. Prepare. You're finished.
Huge bonus experience from X-Death, considering he is about 10 levels lower than me.
This is the sensation. The boundaries of the flesh are broken, dissolving into nothingness. The void is where all begins and all ends. Soon, all of you will become a part of this eternity.
Why did Cosmos make us obtain the crystals?
I have been defeated. What they must know is true darkness, and you are the last hope left to this world.
Cosmos must have known that her death was a fate that couldn't be avoided.
And knowing that, still gave us the last of her strength?
She placed trust in us. She placed the last bit of hope she had in our hands.
If the crystals... No. If Cosmos granted us her last remaining moments...
We can't let them go to waste.
Let us fight with our own strength.
I see the farce still continues.
That's Shade Impulse 1 done. There's only 4. Yeah, a reasonable amount of points all around. Invisible, unlocked special area. Didn't spawn the rare battle piece though. What's been added to the catalogue? Alternative look on. Okay. And now we have all the stages I have currently fought on. Chaos Shrine, Pandemonium, World of Darkness, Lunar Subterrane, The Rift, Kefka's Tower, and Dream's End. Which means we still have 7, 8, and 9 to go. Customization. 18 experience for the next level up. Accomplishments. How am I doing on this one? There's all these. Manual. Hold on. Have a sum of 22 characters appear. 2 are missing. I think of this I completed 91%. Yeah. I actually did most of this and then gave up. Mostly because the last part of it was grinding. How many were there in total? 151. It's a lot. What was the other thing I need to find here? Guarantees high XP bonus. No treasure. It's the same thing but in 2 different ways. Fat Chocobo gives you accessories which gives you a lot more experience, but... I'm trying to find where the multipliers are. Accessories. Just find it. Special effects list. This one. This one. Oh, Lie Strike. Eye Strike is actually really good. Ah, there we go. Booster accessories. Meet certain conditions in battle and these will boost the effects of basic accessories. So, it's essentially, if you have a certain set on, it will become more powerful the more you do it. So, here's the example they give. So at 15% plus another, I would get... let's see, 15% plus 1 point times 1.5. Yeah, I would get another 7%, so 22% of all my abilities. So you can get very, very strong if you equip the right accessories with boosters. Abilities. What's the last one you learned? Shield striking. Ascension. Throw shields to hurl opponent upward. There are a lot of things that you can do to basically destroy the game. Oh, but I don't know why someone had. Oh, like booster? Oh, right. Oh, right. I was. The first thing I thought of was Booster's Tower? For some reason. I don't know why. Right. Okay. Let me find someone to raid. So, next week's schedule. Wednesday will be Beyond Good and Evil. Thursday will be hopefully the end of Daikatana. Friday will be Battle Network 2, hopefully going on to 3. Saturday will be Xenosaga Episode 2. We're getting very close to the end of that. And Sunday will be more Dissidia. So, let's see who's on my raid channel. Oh, Dark Slash is streaming. Ready to get to raid Dark Slash, so we'll send you over to him. He's playing a game called Gods Unchained, and I will see everyone later. Take care. Once it goes through. 3, 2, 1, right. Take care. So long.